And the first of the Class 5 is race number 2, and it's over the 1,200 metres. Island Surprise carries an extra £3 for his last start, second to Fortune Hero. Diamond Soars gets a much better draw. Flying in the Turf has his first start for Jamie Richards. Earnest Feeling, 2 starts first up for 2 placings. Moonlux had a stable change. Francis Laudabeno, Young Dashing Genius has the blinkers coming off. Nobody Knows has the cheek pieces going on. Stable changes for Shenron from David Hayes to Pierre Ung. And sure winner from Manfred Mann to Me Choi, and Zashi and Tom down the bottom of the book. 1,400 back to 1,200.
Yes, he's a 25-start maiden. He's one of 11 non-winners amongst this field here. Island Surprise, Sunny and Gold, who's the lone winner in the race. So he can go forward to pull from his draw of barrier number 5, Dashing Genius. He was 4 wide, no cover last time, so he might be a bit closer to the start.
Yeah, exactly. There's no actual confirmed leader in this race, so it could be quite variable, but I just thought Sunny and Gold's gone forward in the past, and Island Surprise from his wide draw. We've seen Zach being very positive from those wide draws.
All right, we'll dissect things a little bit more now. Jamie Richards, first runner in Hong Kong, is flying on the turf, and Nick was out at track work to catch up with him this morning.
Flying on the Turf is going to be your first runner in race number 2. Obviously, you're taking on a tough task, Jamie, because he's not 1 in 20 starts. But how is he, and how has he been leading up to his debut for your stable?
Yeah, the horse looks well. He seems to be eating well and seems to be a happy horse. His work's been good. Trials have been okay. As you say, 20-start maiden here in Hong Kong. But in fairness to him, he's run well enough without sort of saluting. So. He's drawn a reasonable gait. He seems to go okay at the Valley, and when he gets onto the all-weather, he might even be a little bit better. But hopefully we've got him forward enough for him to run well, and as long as he's competitive, then he dropped 5 points in the off-season back to Class 5, so hopefully he's at a winnable sort of rating.
You put the tongue tie back on him. Obviously, this will be his first run for your stable. Was there just a thinking that perhaps he needed a little bit of help, perhaps with the wind, that sort of thing?
Most of our horses in New Zealand wore tongue ties. Just another excuse that you don't have. If they suck their tongue back or they make a bit of noise, why not put it on? So that'll be something that's fairly standard for us, that they race in nosebands and tongue ties, just to try and help their breathing and see how it all goes. But yeah, it's something that was fairly common for us at home.
You've got Luke Ferraris on board. You would have been pleased with the way he's been riding of late. He's making a real name for himself here in Hong Kong. Is he one of a team of jockeys that have been helping you out during the sort of the build-up? Yeah,
we've just sort of spread the rides around a little bit at the trials. I think we trialled 10 or 12 horses there, and everyone had a different rider last week. So we're just building relationships and just sort of seeing what the jockeys are saying when they get off them at the trials, and it worked out that Luke could do a couple here on Wednesday night. So we'll spread the rides around, and we'll use the local boys and the expats. So we'll just sort of see what works for each individual horse.
He says all the right things. Jamie Richards there, the trainer of Flying on the Turf. We move on, Tom, to Island Surprise, Sunny and Gold and Hearty Wish. Is there a winner amongst these 3?
Well, Sunny and Gold has one, but I haven't got him in here. He was okay last time out, a bit one-paced late. Island Surprise certainly goes in, Paul, the way he finished off. He might have been a tad keen in the run, but once he got bounced up, he really hit the line solidly late.
Yeah, look, and that was his first start in Class 5, so yeah, he definitely goes in. I'm going to put Sunny and Gold in because, as you said in your stat, he's the only one that's won a race.
Hearty Wish actually ran on there too.
He didn't run too bad.
Yep. And we head now, this is a good run, Paul, by Diamond Soars. Covered plenty of ground, and he's going to get a perfect trip this week too.
Yeah, look, he changed stables. This was over 1,000 metres, and then he's come down into Class 5. So the key's probably the class for him. It was a lot better run from him. Look, I reckon he can trail from barrier number 1. He's got the perfect draw. The step up to 1,200 looks fine. He stayed on well. So, yeah, he definitely goes in as well.
It was much better, wasn't it, from him? Ricky Yu, Matthew Poon, barrier 1, so should get all favours there, stepping up to the 1,200, but not many out of that race. I don't think would have beaten Gold Baby.
No, very, very good. Pretty sure I'm aware of the answer here, Tom. Zarshin will be a no.
Definitely. 25-start maiden. He was back and he covered ground, Paul, but look, he's off 25 now, drawn barrier 10, 1,200 metres.
Yeah, deal me out of him as well. He's had his opportunities, hasn't he, Zarshin, and probably his better runs have been at Sha Tin as well.
He'll be backed again.
He will be. He always gets backed, and what's he at, 7.8, but won't get any of my money.
Vincent Ho on board. He draws out in barrier number 10, and he's had the 2 runs back this time in both at Sha Tin. His Happy Valley record 8 starts for just the 1 placing. The placing was over the trip, but barrier number 10 is going to make it difficult, and he'll probably run on again at the end of the race as well. Who do we put in?
Got to go around the top of the book here. Easy as 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought Island Surprise was a good run. First start in Class 5. Diamond Soars first start in Class 5. So I'm going around the class droppers there. Sunny and Gold, he goes in. He's won the race, and that was off 31. He's at a rating of 37, but he's drawn nice in 5. And Flying on the Turf's been placed 3 times in Hong Kong. They've all been on the all-weather. And you heard Jamie Richards say that he probably thinks the horse will go to the all-weather eventually. But look, I think he can run a little bit of a race here, so I just put him in on a minor line. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Not far away with that either. 1, 2, 4 and 5 with the top weight here. That being Island Surprise for the Island Handicap. Nice effort from him last start, beaten favourite there. Diamond Soars was improved. Flying on the Turf looks like he's trialled okay. And Hearty Wish was only beaten 2 lengths behind Fortune Hero in that same race as Island Surprise at last start. 1, 2, 4 and 5.
And the Jamie Richard fans out early because Flying on the Turf has come up. The early favourite, he's at 4.4 and 1.6.